it's based on success. And he's going the right way about it. The signings have been really good. I think that was important.
Here comes the handover. The League Cup is back in Manchester, in the possession of United. Sixth time that they've won this trophy. And heroes right along the line. Rafael Varane, who's won plenty in his career. Whereas you look at somebody like Luke Shaw, it's his first ever major trophy. David De Gea has even won this one before, back in 2017. But Erik ten Hag, what a culture change he's brought at Manchester United. There have probably been key markers along the way in that, when he stood up to Cristiano Ronaldo, when he stood up to Marcus Rashford, when he was late for a game at Wolves, which he ended up coming on and winning. And really, there's no doubt now who's in charge, and Manchester United reaping the benefits of that. So Manchester United, winners of the Carabao Cup 2023.
And they continue their celebrations up out on the balcony. It's all on the big screen here for the Manchester United fans. And it goes to the manager, Erik ten Hag. And that probably gets the biggest cheer of all of those men lifting that trophy. And interestingly, Roy, when they came up onto that balcony at the start, the biggest cheer from the United fans was for the manager.
Yeah, I think they realise what a brilliant job he's done in such a short space of time. He was brought in to try and obviously rebuild the club, get him to compete a bit more. Obviously, what's gone on the last few years, the team have been, do you know what, it's been, I've said it, I've been really critical. I kind of dislike what they stood for the last few years. They weren't a team, they weren't in it together. Obviously, issues on and off the pitch. But what the manager's done in this short space of time is fantastic. They've recruited well, they've got a spirit. We saw today they weren't at their very best, but they're getting in the habit of winning football matches. So yeah, the fans appreciate that, and he deserves all the credit, but there's a lot of hard work ahead. The players now have got to use this as a springboard to get more trophies over the next few years. That's what it's about playing for Man United, competing to win trophies.
And also, when you think about Alex Ferguson for 25 years, after that, it was really complicated to get a manager with this sort of aura towards the players. And you know, the Manchester fans, they were waiting for something, you know, more stable. And hopefully Erik ten Hag will be the one who bring success back to the club, the way they belong.
But the next step for Newcastle is the hardest one. There's expectation now with the club. Obviously the lad's having a bit of a dance there, oh my goodness. To his game. He's obviously a big personality. He's won the big prize.
Lifted the Carabao Cup, and when Erik ten Hag went back to the tunnel, there was Sir Alex Ferguson waiting. Certainly handled the Sky Sports selfie stick was by Jamie and Gary. Jadon Sancho wanted a piece of it as well. It's right in the thick of things, and the United players continue to celebrate with their fans. And Les, the celebrations are fulsome, aren't they? There are World Cup winners in there, multi-Champions League winners, and they are celebrating big time.
Yeah, well, that's what we expect them to do, and they've come here to win trophies, and they've won their first one, and they think this is the first of many. So, yeah, they're going to celebrate, and they're going to celebrate it properly. And, you know, as I said, congratulations to them for putting a good performance today, and they thoroughly deserve their win.
Marcus Rashford has come over to join us here. Marcus, how are you?
And where we've lost, and you know, when you win them, it's massive for the club, it's massive for us as individuals, and it's part of our history in the club, and you know, we want to keep adding to that.
Marcus, it was touch and go about whether you was going to play today. I think a lot of the Newcastle fans didn't want to see you out there, but how are you feeling right now in terms of the injury?
I said I'm happy right now, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm buzzing.
A lot of work in training, is it something that's just clicked?
I think it's a mixture of both, really. I think the manager wants us to play attacking football, and with that,
he's got a grip of the club, which is really, really big for him. You know, as he come to United, you try to get off to a good start right away, and he's done it well, really is. And I think for Eric, he's got Steve McLaren